Oh, she said so.
Are we good?
Yeah, we're good.
All
We
right.
only Thomas's window, so if anybody's nervous about that, that's it.
Getting into the business. I grew up in New York, Queens, and Long Island, and moved to Texas when I was 19. Again, my name's Tom Ciapi. I deal with social anxiety disorder and depression. I've had that since I was 23. I'm 61 now. I think as I age, it gets better, believe it or not. So it feels good. Um, the fear of doing anything eh, when it started always had me in my head. And of course, hitting the bottle and pills was an escape only to find a deeper hole into the next time I woke up. So I finally realized I needed help while I was going through my apprenticeship program. A lot of people don't realize the intensity of your mental capacity with this profession. Everything is on time. We have deadlines to meet. We got to continuously take care of ourselves, let alone our teams. And it can be quite difficult at times. I went to doctors, reading up on the definition of this disease over 2, 3 decades has been a platform for me. So I've become an advocate for suicide and mental awareness to let people know that not too many chefs want to share this side of their profession. I discovered the Myers-Briggs test. It gave me a balance of who I was, introvert, extrovert, which I'm borderline both. Sensitive, intuitive, a feeler, judgmental, all that stuff. So it helped me out through my early years. And then if anyone knows the Enneagram, you can Google that and figure out what personality type you are. And I've been a achiever perfectionist all my life. So everything was regiment, organized, detail, OCD came into play. Everything had to be articulate. And now our business teaches us that the mise en place put in place, the constant deadline to beat the clock. My rock bottom was probably when I was 54. I had a rough first marriage, and I was on my third burnout from the industry, uh, along with work pressure and financial issues. There was a time that credit debt was deep. My first marriage was very hard and difficult for me. So my meds weren't working at the time, and I crashed. And for 4 days, I checked myself into a psychiatric ward to get reevaluated and see what type of meds that had to change or go up and stuff like that. The gift that I got from that was I wasn't alone. And the thing about it, when you get to see other people that battle drug disease and alcohol abuse, the withdrawal effects that these individuals go through, I guess, I had my angels sitting with me those 4 days, and I took refuge to my upbringing as a Catholic, and Got back into the church when I was 27, but you just can't do it religiously alone. You need medication support, faith, and then I also did a private 12-week discovery program, and that more or less taught me how to change my approach to a lot of things. I guess it's self-discovery. And again, when I was in that program, I was seeing individuals that were a hell of a lot worse off than me. And all I could do was count my blessings. So I reconditioned my thought process with coping skills, our basic skills that we do daily. I had to feel, I had to touch, I had to see, I had to hear. I used to take walks with my dogs and just literally stop, look at the rose bush, smell it, close my eyes, and acknowledge the breath of beauty that was in that day. Again, I walked every day, walked for miles just to see and observe the conditions of life outside of your head. I began to observe nature. I had to train myself to stop physically and just look and take a breath. Another thing that I developed was the breathing technique. You know, to breathe in from your diaphragm, hold it in, and then exhale for 2 seconds. And I would do this for about 20 minutes to 30 minutes when I got signs of the signs actually of depression and social anxiety disorder are normal. I mean, what I mean by normal is your breathing intake. If you're breathing it from your chest, you're bringing more uh, carbon dioxide in, and that's what gets the sweaty palms, the heart racing, all that. But you have to change your tapes as far as understanding that it's not just you, it's normal. Where am I? I would close my eyes and meditate. That helped me wonders with grueling days in the kitchen and coming home exhausted and not getting enough sleep. So I would meditate to, a special scenery like the ocean or something. And then, of course, I got into music dialogue with the ocean, the pond, rainfall, all that stuff. These techniques are essential for everyone to decompose themselves and rejuvenate their fresh vitality, not just on a day-to-day basis, but you have to have a certain wheel, and that wheel is balanced by spirituality, sexuality, work, home life, physically, exercise wise. What are you doing? If we take into consideration nutrition and good health, it keeps those mindsets of what sets us off on a daily basis. So let me go to my next page over here. So after a while, years, I would say, I became aware of my senses, who I am, what am I doing, what am I going to do. It's Maslow's hierarchy of needs, to get to that mountain of self-actualization. it's a never ending process. And, scripture has helped me too, to find, who Tom Ciapi really is. Alone time is essential for inner peace. Um, I need that with my extrovert, introvert, um, back and forthness. You have chaos at work. Some people have chaos at home, and I need to balance that with, some inner peace for myself. So I take time to read, watch TV. I do a lot of spare time, with my wife. We do a lot of things together. So, and I'm happy for that. I found a very sweet, loving woman, in my 50s, and, I got married at 56. I'm 61 now, so we're going on 5 years, and, we're very compatible. Um, I put my faith in God first. That's another thing that people keep secret. The identity of, a higher power, God, Jesus, Buddha, whatever you believe in. You put yourself in a frame of mind that is going to uplift you from beyond, the well water, down, deep down. We all have clouds. We all have demons. We all have dark days. It's vital that you do everything to the fullest. I like to, choose to help others because it helps me. Being in the business for 42 years now, I decided to go on my own. I'm a private chef. I work in the community. I try to give back to people who need help. One of my clients is a international, student boarding school, so I cook Mondays and Wednesdays for them. So I'm doing about 200 meals a week, and it's getting out and, renegading yourself. It's not the same brain structure, that we came from. Many years, we become psychologists for our coworkers, and we're trying to figure out who we are and how do we work with a team of 28 to 30. That puts more pressure and stress on people. That you need a balance of life. But today, everybody comes running to the chef. Hey, this, that, this. And I finally said it's time for me. I want to do everything what I could for me because I have the time and the power to do it, for myself and still achieve those same goals. So, positive people, you need to base yourself and support with positive people. Toxic people will strain and drain you. I constantly support myself with positiveness and with positive people that are going to walk with me. If I can't have that, I don't need the toxicity of other people bringing me down while I'm trying to uplift myself. So that's why I said giving back to the community is good, giving back to your family. It's very essential. The older I get, the easier my road becomes. And what I mean by that is my symptoms have subsided. I'm not afraid of death anymore. These are clues that used to get me paranoid when I was in my 20s. Panic attacks was a big thing that I had in my 20s. So every time I got a panic attack, it was, oh my God, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. And I'd have to go on the floor and go through that beating heart process and stuff. But a lot of this has subsided. I can't do the things that I want to accomplish under a stressful mind. An example would be the certified master chef. It's intense. It's 10 days. You need to be prepared for that. And I tried that at 52, but I knew I couldn't do it. My credentials are good right now as a CEC. I'm also a certified culinary educator, been in the business 42 years, been an ACF member for 39 years. And, this is a topic that no chef wants to talk about. I've seen a lot of people die from suicide because they couldn't handle the pressure and they blow their brains out, they'd overdose, but there is help out there. There's lots of places that people can go to get help and support. I've become involved in the community to talk to people with the same conditions as me. I'm still doing the chefing thing, so it hasn't ruined my life, but it is a cloud that I carry each day. But there's always sun on around you also. My mental note for me is faith versus fear. Put your faith first and fear last. I think that's about it for me. Any questions, comments?
I've always got something to say. Thomas, thank you so much for that. That was just brilliant. And